I'm starting. Good evening, everyone. I hope you're having a good day and happy Women's Day to everyone. My name is Aastha, and I will be hosting this session about how to debate with no paper. Um, I would like to thank Nasser Kushi for helping me out on this one. So let's just start. Before getting into the session, I would like to talk about the teen debater. We are a nonprofit organization, a teen community that conducts activities around debating. And we have been recognized through all of these publications that you see on the screen. Lastly, our mission is the belief that debate is not just an academic exercise, but a vital life skill that fosters analytical thinking, effective communication, and deeper understanding of how the world works. So let's get into it. Currently, debaters won't be debating if it wasn't for ChatGPT. Although, in this session, we will understand the skill of speaking freely and engaging with either sides of the debate without relying on any pre written notes.
And I would like to, hello everyone. This is my first time speaking in the session, anyways. But I would like to add to that. And we came up with the idea for this session out of our experience with you, our students. When we host sessions for daily debates or other sessions, we always notice that everyone is staring at the screen, reading out of that. And we would like to get rid of that problem because once the screen goes off, of course, you won't be able to debate no more. And we wanted to rely on your own knowledge rather than what you see, because knowledge is essential in debating. If you have no general knowledge, you won't be able to debate. You can't simply rely on what's in the screen, and you can't, most importantly, just you can't justify the rely. Okay, or you can rely on the uh, accuracy of the information displayed in front of you, and that's why we are hosting this session in the first place. You can go on, Asa.
Okay, thank you. So, to understand what the current state of debating is, we need to understand what was the past of debating. So, in the past, they used to debate without any of these available resources that we have right now. In the past, the debate used to be structured and a formal practice. They used to use rhetorical, logical, and persuasive oratory to construct their debate. They used to go to the libraries and study all the information from books, newspapers, academic journals to structure their debate. Although the times are different now. We have AI. With the emergence of AI, there is a change in how people approach debating. AI has transferred debating by making data accessible to everyone. It is it gives us tools to give a range of information, eliminating the time consuming manual work that they used to do in that library years ago. Although there is two sides to a coin. It enhances speed and strategy, but at the cost of fairness and authenticity, which can weaken your critical thinking and original argument development. You want to add something to it, Nasa?
I would like to add to the point that nowadays, besides the regular debates we know as students or in colleges and universities, there's something else called negotiations, right? In negotiations, I don't think people have to use paper, especially if you're a businessman or CEO. And actually, we have a session on that. 2 weeks from now, we will host a session on how to debate like a CEO, which is another part of this same session we're hosting today. You can debate, you can negotiate with people. A negotiation is more like a debate. And in that, you don't rely on that, but you rely on your own knowledge, your own experience, and your own, again, experience in the field. It could be business, you could be debating with your own friends sometimes in school about a specific topic. That's what it is.
Thank you. So, now let's get into the effects of this issue and why we are talking about it. the use of AI can raise some ethical questions about authenticity of these arguments. It can eliminate personal insight. Personal insight means that human touch that goes into debate, which enhances your experience while debating. It can limit creativity and original thought. You might struggle forming your own arguments and ideas. Most importantly, it can enable us to not question anything right from the accuracy to the validity of the information, leading us to miss out on developing problem solving skills and can also hinder your intellectual growth. This is basically like a slow poison. It will kill us or kill your debating skill gradually. It won't affect directly. And the art of debating is the ability to question and evaluate things which have been affected by AI.
And we happen to call it the art of debates because art requires a human touch, as we all know. And we are losing that human touch slowly, as my friend here stated. Why? Because there, and you can see that even in our world, there's more people debating, but debates mean less to us no more because people are debating like robots. Everyone is reading out of a paper, everyone is uh, citing a specific article he have read or she has read, everyone is talking about something they have told about, but nobody speaks out of experience. There's no such thing as emotion. Our speeches have become emotionless, and that's a very serious issue that we need to deal with.
Okay, so we have understood the effects. Now, what causes this issue? What is the root problem of this issue? The first is dependence on technology. AI can make us depend on technology more to form our arguments, rebuttals, and even questions. With technology used in everything these days, everything in debating seems mechanic, like a robot speaking rather than an engaging, productive conversation.
Exactly.
Another cause is the human interaction, reduced human interaction. The lockdown that happened a few years ago has forced us to converse virtually rather than having a face to face conversation with anyone. This has reduced human interaction. Now, human interaction affects a lot of skills that we develop as human beings in our growing ages. It affects critical thinking, adaptability, emotional and persuasive skills, teamwork, and collaboration, and that is very crucial while debating. So, if you have reduced human interaction, all of these skills will get affected. The
We
third,
are so often, yes, we
yeah,
are so often to be able to persuade someone so easily nowadays,
yeah,
especially if you are fluent in debating and you know how to debate very well. You can persuade anyone literally, and that's a problem. Like this person is not even trying to respond back to what I'm saying. He can be convinced very easily. And that's a result of all the things that we had to go through over the past 2 years, the lockdown and things, the lack of interaction, as my friend stated. So it's a problem more about in this. It's more rooted in the societies we're living in rather than in ourselves. But we will try to work on that.
yeah. And that connects us to our third point, which is creativity. In debating, creativity is a crucial role. People use creativity in forms of analogies, storytelling, metaphors, improvisation. Sometimes the diligent uses humor to um, kind of clear their point. But dependence on basically everything on technology and less human interaction are in play. The creativity that makes a debate interesting starts deteriorating. And the last point, the shortcut culture, which is using surface level arguments over deep and well researched arguments. Shortcut culture basically involves lack of depth, memorized scripts over adaptability, avoiding nuance to understand complexity, and out of touch evidence, which I think basically is a result of shorter attention span, maybe. because people don't want to invest time into researching things for a debate. And that's why shortcut culture has risen so much.
And this is also a reason why I always try to tell the participants in our debates and our sessions to always overlook the both sides. If you're debating for the topic, please go and research against the topic, because I assure you that you will find some information that your opponent is about to say if he's also researching, because always people look at the crust. People don't even try to like dive deep into articles and read the details. So if you really want to defeat somebody, read the opposite side, research about it, and you'll definitely find something. So it's a way of expecting what the opponent is about to say. Therefore, it's making it easier for you to refute their arguments.
Yeah, that's a very good point, actually. So, we have looked at a lot of negative things right now. So let's look at the positive skills that we can build through basically all of these methods. So the first one is research and practice. Second is persuasive language, critical thinking, and memory retention. So we're going to give you some tips to kind of develop all of these skills. So first, for research, research smart, research effectively by using technology the right way. Use credible resources like journals, government reports. For Google, you can use Boolean and site fillers for giving you relevant information. Something that I use is Google Scholars for detailed reports and statistics. You can use that. Want to add something to that?
Yes, Google Scholars is always suggested to us by
Mhm.
teachers in school and professors, even in universities. If you want to write a report paper, they usually try to see if that specific source is found in Google Scholars, because the regular Google is usually providing stuff that anyone can add to, but Google Scholars has more reliable information, of course.
Okay. So the second is persuasive language. Persuasive language like repetition. For example, if you want to make a point in debate, um, I will include that point in my opening statement. But then in my closing statement, I will connect it back to make my point stand out to the mediator. You can also use analogies for creativity. You can add in your own humor, your human touch into a debate to make it more engaging for the audience.
It's so many debates that I was sure that I did not research as much as the opponent or the person in the opposite side, but I won because of this point right here. Persuasive language works every time. Speak confidently. Show them that you are confident. Show them that you are correct. Convince them. Gaslight them, or gaslight your point. Try to use the gaslighting thing technique,
Oh, no, no, no.
basically.
I'm sorry for that. Okay, so the next is critical thinking. While researching, try questioning and think from multiple perspectives and think intellectually. Avoid logical fallacies. Logical fallacies basically means attacking the person, oversimplifying, ignoring the arguments. And to avoid these logical fallacies, you can use some structured models that are given to us. Now, the structured models that I'll use is Toolman. Toolman has given us a structured model like this. So the first is your claim, then your evidence, then your explanation, then your backing, then your qualifier, and then your rebuttal. This kind of structured models gives your debate an organized and clear touch that makes your point very understandable to the mediator.
Another thing I would like to add is that at the very beginning, when you first begin or the first speech you do, try to define the topic, because many people usually misunderstand the topic. So by defining the topic, you show us, the judges, for example, or the panel, that you are understanding this topic and is about to debate it the correct way.
Okay, so that comes to the last point. Lastly, for remembering all of this research that you have been doing, use memory boost techniques such as acronyms. Now, if you remember in your maths, we had a PEDMAS or a BODMAS rules. Those were acronyms. They use the first letter of your start, basically your point. So P, point, evidence, E, then your explanation, E, L, and link. That those are the acronyms. You can use this to memorize information. You can also use mind maps or chunking. Chunking is basically taking information and dividing it into different chunks to remember it better.
And you could name those chunks at the very beginning of your speech. Say that I am about to speak about 3 points, or name your points at the very beginning. This could also help the panel understand it better.
Oh, yeah, that's very important actually. So, after doing all of this, practice and practice. You can also join our daily debates at 8 p.m. for practicing more, and quiz yourself on everything. Try to record whatever your argument is and review it back to understand where you made mistakes sometimes. Okay, so this is the end of our session. You can follow us on Discord, Instagram, and you can watch sessions like these on YouTube. You can also visit our website. You can listen to our podcasts for interesting discussions. Nasser, you want to add something at the end of it?
No, nothing really, but again, make sure to practice because practice makes perfect. And by that, we can say our session today is over. Thank you, everyone, and have a good day.
You too. Thank you.